Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Frostpunk 2, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Complete Beginner's Guide, and you can see it is just about to get a little warmer. We have only 112 weeks left of coal, a couple of years here, so we need to fix that situation, and we are. Because we are, if I push V to go to the map, we are working on this site over here, which is the old dreadnought. And we need to connect a path here. It's going to take us 20 Frostland teams, 100 prefabs, and a core. But I believe that we're already doing that. So you can see it's happening right here. So we're just waiting for this path to get built to help us with our energy solution. Now, additionally, if I look inside the city, I'm down on housing. So I have -1 there. And the deficit on housing is no good, but I have no workforce. So we don't have enough workers, and we are stockpiling food. We're at losing materials, but we're building more places to build materials and extract them, and yet, again, workforce. So if I push V, we do see that we have workers we can get here, but these workers won't come back until we get some energy. So that's not going to be a workforce that we can get. Now, however, if I look at our population growth, we're 81% towards population growing, so that'll give us some more workers. And we have some people frost breaking over here, so they're busy doing that. And we can turn off some industries if we want. So, for example, we now are stockpiling food. We have a surplus of 65, so we could scale back some food extraction for a moment if we wished. I might look at the business of expanding this district for housing. So, if I just click expand and just say, hey, can you expand? But the issue is we don't have enough frost breaking around this one. So, what about you? Can you expand at all? Is there any... No, not there. What about any other housing districts? How are you? You are creating our prefabs. Here, it's going to hold Alt, and you can see the housing districts are in teal. And so this one is dense, so it's already been expanded. This has not been expanded. And we could expand it. Yeah. So if I expand it like here, I will not get a squalor penalty because I'm not building on the actual square that promotes the squalor. Now, it's a trade-off, because I'll get some heat, but I'd rather just kind of do that, and then we'll just make that happen. Now, it actually doesn't take workforce to expand, which is pretty sweet. Just takes time and resources. So let's just wait for that to happen. Oh, we need to propose a law. So we have 2 promised laws. Let me just push escape to show you. We need to pass city development effort and mass-produced goods. Now, the timer on city development effort is lower, so we need to do that one first. I mean, we promised to them, and we only have 1 week, so we got to do it now. So we're gonna go. Okay, we promised city here and city development effort, and this is the one that we want right here. So I'm gonna propose city development effort. This means that the main district just produces prefabs, and everyone has to help out. Now, no one is against this. I'm already respected. I have a high level of trust. And you can see we have 60 votes. We only need 51 for a vote like this, so we're just going to go ahead and vote. We don't even need to promise anybody anything. This is just people like this. I mean, we ended up with 72, just an insane amount. So, the New Londoners are happy. The trust rises because we met the promise with them. Now, mass-produced... okay, I'm going to tell you what. Sometimes, and that's why I was confused by 1 week. We have way more than 1 week. This is a bug with the game currently. it says I only have 1 week left for this. I have more time than this. It's just, for some reason, when you load the game, it just kind of tells you this. But you can see, we have plenty more time to do that. We will need to wait until the next session. So we'll do that. But now we got one. You could see, you know, the New Londoners are really happy. And I'm going to unpause it. This will, if you mouse over prefabs, you could see that the Central District is producing now 5 per week prefabs from that. So, you know, just a little bit of help on our prefab situation, which is beautiful. And I'm going to speed it up and just pause it, because now I've expanded this housing district, and you can see we're at a surplus of housing. We're actually also at a surplus of materials. And that, in and of itself, is sensational. And we have more workers. And the reason we're at a surplus of materials, I believe, is because we finished the extraction district that we had built. You know, so we were over here frost breaking for another material district, and now we got this one. We need to address this very soon, because you can see that our crime is becoming notable because we don't have any goods. So to do goods, we need to build a industrial district, but we need 100 prefabs, which we'll get in a moment, but the 600 workforce is the scarier thing. So let's go out to the map and see what's going on over here. They're working on the trail. And we do have a team that's going, you can see they're scouting out the approach. The progress diamond is almost filled up. I'm just going to unpause it here. Let it roll. Actually, I'm going to speed it up. Get over there. Okay, so that progress diamond was for them to actually reach the approach, and now it's filling up as they scout it. And I'm just going to kind of speed it up so that we can finish this trail. Because once we do... Okay, I'm going to pause it. All sorts of things are happening. This coincided well. I'm going to go back in. We now have an enormous surplus of coal. We already were stockpiling coal. You can see we're at plus 349. We expanded our storage. We're over 50,000. This is fantastic, and it's good for the warmer season. And we can take advantage of this little dip rise in temperature, I should say, and shift our workforce around, play the management game here, so that we can get some goods being produced. And, well, before I do that, okay, I do want to research something, but I'm going to want to use my prefabs. Let me go out to the map. So we finished the trail, right? And we can establish a colony here. So to do that, oh, okay, this cost that I was looking at earlier, I thought that was for the trail, but we already built the trail. This is to build the colony. So we need 20 Frostland teams, so we have to wait until these people are done, or take Frostland teams away from the coal mine or the food industry. And I'm just going to wait for this to finish. So while that is working, let's go back into the city and make some alterations. We are at still 81% on population growth, which some time has passed, so that's, you know... Anyway, how do we fix this? 600 workers. Well, I think the easiest thing right now to do is just to slide off some workers from coal. And if I go here, we now have 645. So if I go down to 40% on extraction by just moving this slider down, I get 645 workers, and then I can go to build, and we could throw in an industrial district. And we certainly want to do that. Now, the industrial district is like a housing district in the sense that you don't need a resource to build it, but you don't want to put it, it's noisy, so it creates squalor. You don't want to put it against housing, but you do want to put it against like an extraction district or something like this, because then, you know, you could see everybody's benefiting from the heat. Now, what we could do to make this even better, I can just right-click and... You see how I have 3 different districts right here. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, that's... I can't build it there. Okay, right. Because there's no frost break. Okay. So, I can't quite give all of these districts the heat, but this one will get it. So, in this sense, this guy gets it, and this guy gets 2. So, this industrial district is getting 2 bonuses to heat, and this extraction district is getting some as well. So, we're going to build that. And actually, I just need 100 prefabs, so I think it's worth researching something. So what do we want to research? Well, let's just say, for example, we researched housing insulation. And, you know, you can do asbestos, and that's it. If you do this, everybody wants this. And it just reduces the demand of heating for housing. So this just helps you with your heat situation. I think this is a great thing to just, like, why wouldn't we insulate their homes? So let's do that. Okay, so now, speaking of workforce, right here, this extraction district, it says it's been deactivated because there's no access to resources. So what you do when this happens is, obviously, we didn't have that many workers here anyway. They automatically come off when there's nothing they can do, but this district is empty. And we can't use it for anything else, so I'm going to demolish it. If we do, we get 120 prefabs and 38 heat stamps. So we're going to do it because there's just nothing left there. So we might as well get some refund. And there is something here, which is the horologist and repairing a watch. Imagine a society built on technological advancement, on one-upping inventions, on pushing the boundaries of mechanical knowledge. So the city has made steps towards the progress cornerstone. So again, the cornerstones are down here in the bottom left. You can see we're going up here. And this is, if you go with like the New Londoners and even the Faith Keepers, they like this. They like science and technology. Whereas, you know, the Evolvers and even the Frostlanders are less into that. But you know, you can't do everything, so I'm fine with it. And now we can pass a new law. Oh no, 3 days, almost. And we're demolishing, we're building. Good, good. We're 60% of the way on the exploration. Once we finish this, we'll get the extra Frostland teams. Now, if I wanted to get more Frostland teams just right away, I could go and try to throw in an automated logistics bay on my logistics district, but I think I actually already have it. Let me click on this. Yeah, we already have one. So I'd need to build another logistics district to do that. And, you know, logistics districts have to go where the compass is. So over here, there should be one more on this side. Yeah, over here. So we could build some more of those, and we definitely are going to want to do that to get more Frostland teams. What Frostland teams allow you to do, if I zoom out, is not only, of course, do they help you explore the map, which is vital, because the map is enormous. It's so much bigger than it was in the first game. You could see all the different regions. But any of these sites that you want to send resources on, you need Frostland teams to do that. So you want to explore as quickly as possible to see what options are out there so you can scale up before the disasters hit you. Like, you want to get technology and get your society researched, you know, set up with surpluses of all the resources so that when things start really going badly, you're ready. Because if there is terrible weather situations, you can't even go out and explore, and you can't rely on these external nodes to deliver resources because the weather is too bad. So we want to start getting a jump on that when we can. But currently, we are busy taking care of our goods situation. I'm just going to unpause it and speed it up. There we go. Pause. Demands and requirements. So buildings and districts have requirements. And you can see that there's requirements, which means the district will become disabled, like it has to have it. And then demands are like, we want to have it, and if not, then bad stuff increases, like squalor and crime. So goods are an example of that right now. However, what you want to do immediately is click on your industrial district, because industrial districts can either make prefabs or they can make goods, and they default to making prefabs. Switch over to goods, and then make sure you do this, and we're going to just unpause it, and we should produce, we have to give it a second to switch over. Yeah, it's not completely switched over yet. I'm going to go to the laws, and we know we need to go to survival and pass this law for them about mass-produced goods. So this will increase the efficiency that we make goods. So let's propose the law. Now, it's 48-4. People are divided. There's 18 against. But remember, we only need 51 to get this to happen. So as long as 3 of the hesitant people go for it, we'll make it. And I'm just going to say vote. I'm not going to promise anybody anything, because I know that we'll get at least, 3. We'll get half, if not more, of the hesitant. Yeah, we ended up like way in favor of it. So the Faith Keepers are pleased, and we kind of built our relationships back with them, because if you remember, we had to, we shook them down, I think, for money maybe at some point, or we did something that they weren't thrilled with. Anyway, now we have a good law to increase the, let's see, workforce to 11. We have a huge surplus of coal. Materials are now negative. And materials went negative because this building demands 50 materials. And it... stop it. It switched back again. You jerk. To prefabs. Stop doing that. Okay, good. Now it's on prefabs. I don't know why it didn't. Sometimes it can be a little bit buggy, I guess. I don't know why it didn't switch. Now it will. And you see that it's producing goods. And this has changed our situation where we were negative 90 to being only negative 60. So we're getting there. And let's see. Can I build anything? No, that's for coal. We already have that. Okay. So we passed the law. We're doing the research. We're waiting for the 10 Frostland teams. But we still don't have enough goods or materials. So they kind of go hand in hand. We need to build another extraction district for more materials. So let's see what that would take. That would take just workforce. And where am I going to get workforce? Well, I'm going to get workforce by continuing to peel off from coal until we absolutely have to have it, because we have so much saved up. Look at this. We're already at 67,000. Goodness gracious. Remember, we don't just get coal from inside the city. We're also pulling it from the coal mine outside the city. So I'm going to move this down until I get the workforce I need to build another extraction district. We're still stockpiling. I'm going to get myself an extraction district over here. 1, 2, 3 on heat. I'm going to take this one away. Let's just get all of these. Oh, nope, that's no good. Yeah, I need this, and then I want to make sure I get every single one of these picked up. There we go. So this is an extraction district extracting prefabs. And I only have one industrial district. I have enough food. We have slightly enough housing. It's going to become a problem in a moment, but we're doing okay. I'm just going to speed up time. Whoops. I don't know why you know what? I think I accidentally scaled this down. I don't know why it got scaled down. But I'm going to go all the way up on that housing district. It will increase the demands, but yeah, here too. Oh, you know what? Maybe okay. Oh, maybe this can't. Well, let me see. Do I not have? I don't know why it. Anyway, this is fine. Okay. Almost there. Pause it. Now we have 146 positive on materials, which is great. There we go. So I don't know if these toggled down because I expanded them and you need to manually raise them. I've never actually in this game intentionally lowered my housing. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm being perfectly honest with you. It does reduce the demand of heat significantly to do that. So maybe... Or the workforce. Maybe I did it for work. Yeah, it takes workers to maintain the housing district. That must be what it is. They maintain it. So anyway, I want these to be maximized because, you know what? Never mind. I lied. I must have done that because I have way too much housing and I wanted workforce. So it's been a while since I played those earlier episodes. So it's just a good lesson, though. Like, you need to just look at these gears with the down arrow and be like, oh, why did I decrease efficiency? Do I want that? And adjust accordingly to, like, try to get your workforce solved. I mean, our workforce is terrible, but we are about to have a population surge, which is why I want more people. You can see that we're at 90%, and we're also about to... I'm going to unpause it. You'll see in a moment. There we go. So we've explored this region. I'm going to go to the Frostland. I'm going to rotate the map and go up here where we explored. There's a node here, which has... we can collect the coal, and there's a ton of coal. This is 50,000 coal. And there's 50, that we just get. And it's not like... I think if you take this, you just get 50,000. So we're going to save it for when we need it, because our stockpile is almost full. And it's not like a mine where you extract it slowly. It's just you will get 50,000 when they bring it back. And then this one is a whale mine. It's a possible settlement, which is for food, or you can take the machines and boost production efficiency. I'm going to just leave both of those because we're going to want food as our population grows. That's fine. And we're going to want coal eventually once we start using it more actively. But now that I have my 20 Frostland teams, the job is to go here, and we're going to send colonists to build a outpost. Bam. So 3,000 people are going to leave from New London to come to the old dreadnought to make a settlement. So let's go to New London for a moment. And you could see that, like, our workforce has been hit, but I don't know how the game calculates it, but it didn't seem to, like, turn buildings off or anything like that. We just sent people over. So anyway, we're going to do that. We're sending people to the old dreadnought. This is the first objective, establish a colony at the old dreadnought. And then we're going to just get to talk about the business of managing two cities at once. Okay, so our goods, you see how the goods have gone down to minus 38? That's because we just took 3,000 people from this population. So you see also we have plus 27 housing. Everything is surging because we lost a lot of people here. But the game appears to be kind and didn't tap our workforce. So that's just very, very good. It also, you could see, like, tension melted away. And crime is diminishing because there's less people and because of the goods scarcity. So, being decreased. So, everything else is, like, just about absent, and that's fantastic. I'm going to go to the main map, and you can see people should be going over there to do this. They're moving there. All right. We got asbestos lining. And is this the progress of them doing it? Yeah, you can see right here. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what's happening, but like with the progress. But this is the team. So this right here are the colonists moving to the old dreadnought. It's going to take them 7 weeks and 3 days. You can click on them to see what's going on. And then I'm going to push V and go back in. And let's see. So at this point, we're going to wait for our population to grow, which would be amazing. And do we want to research anything? I have a bunch of prefabs, so let's do it. Food, energy efficiency. What's the heat dispatcher? Okay, so there's like a decision to make on that. Sometimes I like just researching the things that like everybody is like, yes, do it. Crop selection or... Nobody wants this. These are the same. Base heat demand of food districts is significantly decreased. This seems great. Anything like that can reduce the heat demand, I'm in favor of it. It might not be enormous, but we're going to need food. So I'm just going to preemptively be researching. In general, with games like this, I want everything to be happening. Like, I want us to be stockpiling every resource. I want every bad thing to be decreasing. I want us to always be researching, always be exploring, and always be passing laws that we can. Like, just everything. So it's like you don't want them to be idle because we're on a clock. Like, things are getting harder as we go in this game. And I'm going to go back out to the map. So it said it was going to take 20 Frostland teams to do this, which I clicked, but now I have 13 teams available, so I don't know what happened there, but that means I can go get some stuff, or I can explore. So the mountains are dangerous. These are dangerous. We're going to want to start researching things that make exploring less dangerous, so that, because we don't want to risk people's lives. I mean, you can. I just don't prefer to. And then let's see, what's this one? Dangerous. This one is safe, and it only takes 10 teams. So I'm going to send people out there. Go for it. What's this? The lack of a law regulating basic necessities is causing tension to rise. Okay, so they want us to pass a law that regulates basic necessities. Sometimes if you don't have a law passed, people get upset about it and they want you to make a decision. That's fine. We have to wait until this passes. But they're like tension to increase.
Waste time on repairs. A new model is safer than a repurposed one.
So you see right here it says... tension is absent, and it's only slightly increased by no common rules. Okay, we just had our population grow. I'm going to pause it. Sweet. So this is a big moment for us because now we have a workforce again. And we have stamps and prefabs to use. So it's time to start getting into the industrial game. The industrial districts are going to be critical for us managing our goods, but also managing our prefabs, because you could take materials and turn them into prefabs. This is producing prefabs per week, which is fantastic, but it's going to run out. You can see it's already diminishing. I'm going to go ahead and build an industrial district, and I'm just going to build it. Oop, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This doesn't give it double. It gives it single, but it helps both of these out. Okay, I have an idea. Actually, go there. This is double on double. Here we go. So we have 3 touching this district, 3 touching this district, which is giving them heat, and then this district double heat because they're bordering. And this is producing no squalor. This is an ideal placement. Let's do it. We even have enough to build another district if we want it. And I'm going to probably... I'm going to wait on housing. And I'm going to build... I might need to frost break. No, I could build another industrial district up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Double. Now that's I mean, I have 8 free workers. That's almost perfect. But we want goods and we want prefabs. I want all of these numbers to be gold with pluses. Let's do it. I tell you what, we are really, really making good progress, everybody. You can see that if I go to the map, we're exploring a new territory. This is our team going out to settle the dreadnought, and we've passed 2 laws. We've done some research, which is why reducing the heat has helped us, just stockpile more and more coal. You can see that we're just crushing it, and I don't want to spoil too much, but basically, we're using coal right now, but we need to switch to oil, and that means that we won't be able to use coal to power our generator once we do that. So you might think, well, what's the point of having all this coal? Well, guess what? We can produce buildings that convert coal into oil, so it is another way to get energy, and because of this, we want as much coal as we could possibly get. It's just amazing, and we're going to keep getting it while we can. Everybody, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. We're making terrific progress on Chapter 1, and I will check you next time. Take care.